Hello, hope you're well. Bit of a weird one today. I've just paused putting all the washing away because you know when there's just so much to put away and you just takes ages. It's so much easier putting the machine on, isn't it, than putting it away. Also my daughter has just gone to her dad's, so I've tried to fix the devastation in my house, hence this I can't even think of a word for it, haggard face. It was so bad today that I literally went around the house throwing things into the right room and then went round again trying to put them in the right place. When it's overwhelming like that, that is a good system. But back to the point. So the house I'm currently in, that I'm moving out of soon, hence the empty bookcase, is haunted. And if you don't believe in that, please come up with an alternative explanation for what I'm about to tell you, because I haven't got one. I'm not freaked out by it, and I'm not sure why. Really, you think someone would be freaked out by it? So this house I have been staying in since I separated from my husband, and now I've bought my own house. I'll be moving into that one. So this has been an in-between house. It belongs to my mum, who lives next door. It used to belong to my grandparents, and I used to spend a lot of time here as a child. So it's been really weird being the one kind of in charge of the house when I'm used to being the kid in the house. And it's been weird having my daughter here. And she's slept in the same room I used to sleep in when I stayed over. So it's kind of nice. But honestly, I found it unsettling just because it's felt a bit wrong. But it's been temporary and I've been grateful to have somewhere to go and all of those things. So, back to the point of ghosts. I would probably have said I don't believe in them. I honestly haven't given it much thought. It hasn't come up a lot. When I was a kid, I thought that there was a sort of elderly lady standing at the bottom of my bed one night, and I remember waking up, seeing her there, and she was kind of, what's the word? Not quite translucent, but like not a definite 3D kind of person like you would expect from a normal human, just a little bit not there. And we had a conversation, and I remember as a kid, I got out of bed and I wrote it down on a piece of paper because I thought, this is big, I need to remember this. What if I don't remember it when I wake up in the morning? And I wrote it down. Wish I knew where that piece of paper was now. But I kind of look back on it as like it could have happened. It could have been a dream. I don't know. And I don't really mind either way because it was a nice enough person, a nice enough conversation. Hasn't done any harm. Nothing since then. My brother is obsessed with ghosts, goes on all the ghost hunts, searches them out, is not freaked out by it, but is completely enthralled by it, as you might be if you're watching this video. And he can't explain these few things that have happened. So since I've been here, not long after I first moved in, probably 3 weeks in, my daughter lost this ball she was playing with. Kind of like just like that size, smaller than a football, really colourful, multicoloured ball she was playing with. We could not find it. She had been playing with it downstairs. She'd been playing with it and we couldn't find it. So we went to look in every room. It was, an activity for the day, as it is when you've got a 2-year-old, as she was at the time. She's 3 now. And she wanted to look upstairs. Now, I knew there was no point looking upstairs because I knew we were playing with it downstairs. She lost it downstairs. At no point had either of us gone upstairs. But we went upstairs to look because we were looking in every room. And, toddlers take that literally, don't they? So we went up the stairs, we went in my room, we went in the loo upstairs, and we went in her room. Absolutely nowhere to be seen. She came down the stairs before me. We spent a little bit more time downstairs. I was with her the whole time, and then her dad picked her up, and she went. I did my normal scan of the house and tidying up after she's gone. It wasn't very messy that day. It was fine. There were just a few things out of place. I'm a bit particular, can you tell? And I went back upstairs and this ball was literally in the middle of her room. Her room has got a bed up the corner and then it's basically a huge space of carpet. It was literally in the middle of the room, in the middle of the carpet. Now, there is nowhere it could have rolled from. There is no way she could have put it there because I am so particular. I am the last to leave a room. I check it all before I leave. I know she went down the stairs ahead of me. There's nowhere it could have like rolled from. There is just no explanation. Please come up with one, but there's no way anyone else was in the house either. I can't explain it other than somebody else put it there, and it was definitely not me or my daughter. So that's the first one. Found that a bit weird, but thought, well, you know what? If it is a ghost, they've given the ball back. Like, that's a nice thing to do. There's nothing spooky or horrible about it. Fine, let it go. So maybe like 10 months or something goes by. So I've been here just over a year, and a few things have happened in the last couple of weeks since I've been preparing to move out. Don't know if there's a connection. I mean, if you're looking at people that have died in the house, if that's of interest, the only one I know of, neither of my grandparents did. My grandpa died in hospital, my grandma later died in a care home. They were poorly here. My auntie was poorly here in this room, in fact, because this is a downstairs bedroom. This is kind of the room of illness, if you like, but nobody died here except before my grandparents lived here. The man that lived here before them, so a long time ago, maybe, how many years ago would that even have been? Probably more than 50 years ago. I'd have to work it out. He died in the Sun Lounge. It's kind of a conservatory, which is now my daughter's playroom, down the other end of the house, not near where anything has happened. Well, maybe, because I'm coming to the next thing. So the next thing was, I woke up in the middle of the night recently in the last couple of weeks, like I say, to a slam of a door, a real slam of a door. Now, in this house, the doors are always open. They are wide open. I can show you a little bit. So this door is wide open. It's how I leave things. You can see. Wide open, wide open. I haven't tidied the kitchen, forgive me. Wide open. Like, I leave every door completely wide open all the time. It's one of my things, completely wide open. Never has one would not close. If you had all the windows open and the outside doors, I still don't think it will blow one shut. They're big, heavy doors, but that wasn't the case. It was the middle of the night. Everything was calm and quiet. There was a full-on slam of the door. Woke me up, like startled me. I thought, that was a slam of a door. That was weird. Where could that possibly have come from? And all I knew was that it sounded like it was downstairs. Following it, maybe 20 seconds later, it was the same thing again, another slam. 2 slams of the door. I don't know what door it was. I didn't get up and investigate, and now I'm like, why didn't I? Probably because I was really scared. I was like, okay, that isn't right. I'm sure there's nobody in the house, and if there was, why would they slam doors? As in like a burglar. And I kind of thought, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to keep out of it. It's nothing to do with me. I need to stay out of the way. And, you're also in that real haze of sleep. Like, did I imagine it? I'm sure I didn't. I know what I heard. The weird thing was that my daughter did not wake up at all. And it was loud. I mean, it really woke me with a jump. That could be because I'm a much lighter sleeper than her, which is true. Or I don't know. I don't know if you can... If you're a ghost person, can ghosts kind of target one person and not another? I have no idea. So that was the second thing. The only other thing, so when my daughter was asleep a few nights ago, I look at her baby monitor, as I have done for the last 3.5 years. Every night, look at her baby monitor, well, apart from when she's with her dad, but then he looks at the same one because we've got the same one in each house. And Always look at her, you can see her asleep. You know how it works if you've ever seen one. It's like a black and white kind of purpley image. There were 2 flashes of light that literally went across the screen like that, one following the other, like kind of like a shooting star, but just a line, no like bigger end or smaller end. Literally went straight across, then another one straight across. Never have I seen that before. There was no, she had her really small night light on that is behind something so it's not too bright, and has had that on always. There's no way. She's got blackout stuff up on her windows and curtains closed. She was in bed asleep. I could still see her. 2 flashes of light. Never seen it before. Cannot explain it. So those are the 3 things. The ball, the slamming of doors, and the flashes of light. Please comment and offer me some kind of explanation that I might not have thought of. I would really appreciate it. Or any theories you might have, I'd really like to know. Thanks for listening. Bye.